This is exactly the type of video that I wish I had seen when I first went vegan, because it would have saved me a lot of time and effort. And I've been vegan for 3 years now, and I have a lot of wisdom to bestow upon you. So yeah, brace yourselves for that, because the vegan tips are coming. Disclaimer here, I definitely don't know everything about veganism. I'm not a vegan expert. I am not the vegan police. But in the span of more than 3 years, I have learned a lot of things about veganism and a lot of tricks and tips and life hacks. So I'm very excited to share all of these with you guys and help make your life a lot easier. First tip is download Foursquare on your phone. Now there is another app called Happy Cow, which is specifically for vegan and vegetarian, I think, restaurants. But here's the thing. Every time that I've used Foursquare and I'm with someone else that is using Happy Cow has been a little bit of a letdown. And like, I don't want to start beef with Happy Cow, okay? I'm sure it's a great app, but Foursquare is a little better. And also Foursquare is free, you don't have to pay to download it. It's a great app, and I definitely recommend it, especially for newbie vegans. It's so useful to discover all the amazing vegan and vegetarian restaurants in your area and just pig out whenever, you know, you have money to do that. The next tip is make sure to get a B12 supplement. 40%, I think 40 or 30% of the American population is B12 intolerant. And obviously all those people are not vegan, since only 1 or 2% of the American population is vegetarian. It seems like humans are not getting their B12 anymore from the environment. We're not getting it from our vegetables because we wash them, which is a good thing. Another natural source of B12 is also natural spring water, which is another thing that we no longer have access to because our basic human rights, like clean air, clean water, and clean food, are completely stripped of us, and now we just have to pay for everything that is polluted and dirty, and I'm not gonna get into that rant right now. The B12 supplement that I use is, this one is from Pure Vegan, and I bought it on iHerb. Oh boy, I need one now. So good. So good. The bottle lasts for about half a year, so you just really need 2 of these per year. The total cost is gonna be like something like 20 something euros. If you do have an issue with supplements, here's the thing. All the B12 that you were receiving through eating animal products was not actually from the animals, but from the supplements that were fed to the animals. So you're basically eating secondhand supplements through an animal. It doesn't make any sense. My third tip now isn't a product, it's more of a philosophy. So when you're newly vegan, congratulations on that, by the way, you start developing certain feelings about humanity and about other people. And I can totally relate to that, and I understand that. When I first went vegan, I had tremendous hate and anger towards humans for doing the horrible things that they do to animals and to each other and to the planet. It's just like an overwhelming amount of negative emotions towards our species that, I mean, to be honest, are pretty justified. But here's the thing, you can't let those negative emotions take over you, because then that's gonna lead to you not being very approachable, not being a very likable person. Nobody wants to be yelled at and be called a hypocrite and pretentious and an evil person, even though, you know, as a collective, humans are that occasionally. It's not a very effective way to change people's minds and hearts. The biggest tip that I have about this is that it will pass. It's a cluster of emotions that you just have to ride out. It's gonna get easier by time if you just let it get easier, and if you kind of try to not let all the negative stuff get to you. Tip number 4 is about clothes and how I first felt about it. So when I realized that leather and animal-made materials kind of disgusted me, I just really wanted to get rid of all my leather stuff. Thankfully, I didn't, because I personally didn't have the money to replace it with other things. But, you know, if you do have the money to throw them away and buy new vegan products, I would recommend you to not do that. You can just take all your leather stuff and maybe store it somewhere until all that disgust kind of fades away. If you want, you can sell it, if you have the option to do that, of course, but do not throw that stuff away. I think that's the biggest disrespect towards the animal that lost its life to create that product, to just be thrown in the trash. In some cases, there might be people that are going to challenge you for wearing leather products, and in a lot of cases, those people are not even going to be vegan. I personally say just ignore the haters and do you. They're just trying to call you out and try to make you look like a hypocrite when at the same time they're not really doing anything themselves. So those people aren't really worth you dressing to please them. That's my opinion about this. I don't know. And speaking about clothes, my 5th tip is heading over to All Vegan All Good, which is a platform that has a ton of vegan makeup and clothes, lifestyle products, food. So it's a huge search platform, basically. Anything that you want to buy, anything that you want to replace, if you have leather shoes that are now worn out and you want a new pair of shoes, you can find them there. If you want vegan clothes, you can find them there. Vegan food, just a ton of stuff. And again, this isn't sponsored by them, but I love this platform and it's so useful for new vegans, so you can find that in the description box. Another site that I think is incredibly useful for new vegans is iHerb, which is where I got the B12 supplement. iHerb has a lot of vegan makeup and a lot of vegan supplements. If you're interested in slowly replacing your non-cruelty-free brands with vegan ones, iHerb has a ton of options. The mascara that I'm wearing is from there. It's from the brand Pacifica, and I love this mascara. I highly recommend it, and I have it linked in the description box. My tip number 6 is you don't have to go and buy all the expensive, fancy vegan food that you see a lot of rich white kids eating on YouTube, okay? That food is great, and I've tried some of it, but you really don't have to live off of that, and that's not what a vegan diet is about, and a vegan diet is actually very affordable. The best thing you can do is just eat the way you like to, and eat the way that is going to help you be vegan for the longest. If you're trying diets that are restrictive, then you might not have a great experience on the vegan diet, and you might end up switching back to an omnivorous diet or a vegetarian diet simply because you just restricted too much and you cut out a lot of food groups that was unnecessary for you to cut out. When I first started out, I did the whole high carb, low fat thing, although I never really committed to it because I'm Greek and I love my olive oil, damn it, and I'm gonna keep adding it to all my food until the day I die. I can never cut out virgin olive oil. Virgin olive oil is life, okay? I personally eat a whole foods vegan diet, and that means I eat a ton of vegetables, I eat potatoes, I eat rice. Unfortunately, I recently became gluten intolerant, which is something that can happen to you apparently. So I'm not able to eat any grains and bread. Girl, it is hard. Anyways, moving past my personal struggles to the tip number 7, which is be wary of articles that you read online, because both vegan and anti-vegan groups sometimes promote a lot of propaganda and a lot of articles that are not very scientifically backed, that make a lot of claims that are incorrect. You're gonna very often see someone on Facebook sharing videos of how the vegan diet is actually bad for the planet, or how plants have feelings, and that's just all backed by pseudoscience. These are just articles written by people that are trying to create a very controversial title and want to get more clicks, or scientists that are backed by the meat and dairy industry releasing research that is false and biased. So it's good to be wary of those articles, and also be wary of articles that are shared by some vegans that claim like miraculous things done by the vegan diet. The vegan diet's not going to help you grow a missing limb. It's not going to help you change your eye color. It's not going to help you open your third eye, okay? I think it's common sense that veganism does offer a tremendous amount of benefits, but it's not like magic. So yeah, just be woke. And when you're reading articles shared on Facebook, take all of it with a grain of salt, because a lot of it is just bullshit. I'm sorry. A final little bonus tip is check out Alux magazine, which is a vegan ethical fashion magazine. I'm friends with Cher, that is the editor of Alux, and I've also been featured in a little interview on the magazine where I talk about what I eat in a day and my favorite foods and a lot of vegan yumminess. So definitely check that out in the description box below. These were my life hacks for new vegans. I hope you found them useful. I'm sure you're gonna find them useful because I'm a very confident person. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for this channel for more videos like this. Like this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!